Hi, everybody.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Shelly. Go ahead and open
everybody.
up.
Hey y'all.
Really, with my mouth full, go ahead and open up. Good evening, good evening, good evening to everyone. Welcome to the Garden Girls Chat and Chew. My name is Shelly, co-host with the Roshita Monique, gardening with Lisa and CC, Texas Garden. Um, I don't know what we're doing tonight, but we're gonna have some fun. We appreciate you all for being here. And with that, oh really, she gonna just keep on stuffing her face. So let me tell y'all, first of all, it's the chat and chew. So we always try to make sure we have something to chew on. And right now I'm just snacking on a piece of baked chicken wing that I made, and it's bomb. First and foremost, I did make a cabbage boil, but I'm waiting to eat my whole dinner with the hired help. With that, good evening, Donzel. Everyday life of OCD is shit. I shouldn't even start calling names because I'm gonna get in trouble. Hello, everybody. I am the host of Shelly's Homestead Hideaway. I garden in raised beds, elevated beds, sips, which are self-irrigated planters, barrels, in ground, and more recently, hydroponics. And I am gardening in Zone 7B in Maryland. And with that, I'm going to pass the mic to my fellow co-host. I don't know who's going to take the mic next. Rashida,
I'm gonna go
Lisa.
last. Go ahead, Lisa, Cynthia.
Go ahead, Cynthia.
Hey y'all. I am the host of CC's Texas Garden. Since we hosted. My snack tonight, y'all, is some baked chips. And it's not sponsored. And I can eat 19 chips with
Oh,
so
are
you
we following the meal plan, girl? I love it.
I'm actually
I'm so
reading
proud of
the back,
you.
labels and stuff. In my garden, I grow in beds, raised beds, and in ground in containers. And I also do hydroponics indoors. I am working on my fall plants to get out there. I'm trying to keep them from getting ate up too much by the bugs that are still out. I also have a front yard garden, and I also have a backyard forest of roselle trees that are just taking over back there. But that's all right. They don't thing back there besides watermelon. But yeah, that is my channel. Y'all come check me out. Lisa.
Okay, so I am Lisa, and my channel is Gardening with Lisa, and I am in North Alabama, Zone 8A, and I garden in ground, raised beds, containers, pots, and I just, I got beat up with the winter. I mean the summer heat, but I am working on fall, um, and I have some brassicas growing in the house. And as soon as it cools down and we stop having these 95-degree days, I will get my plants outside. But that's about it for me. Y'all come check me out too. Gardening with Lisa.
Woo! Hey, Mike's Chaotic Gardening.
Hey everybody.
Hey, everybody. That's funny. Hey, everybody. I'm over here just chilling. When I tell y'all, I'm just. Anyways, my name is Rashida Monique. My channel is Rashida Monique. That's my channel. Everything that I feel like I want to talk about in YouTube or these social media streets is under Rashida Monique. I am a gardener. I garden in Michigan, Zone 6A. Um, I garden. I in ground, raised beds, containers. I was gonna say hydroponics. Not
Hey,
yet.
see,
But
speaking in
listen, y'all keep talking
existence.
about it. I'm gonna give me a couple of two or three. But Yes. I'm trying to get out of church mode.
Huh.
I'm trying not to testify.
Listen, girl, you ain't got to get out
and
of
his
church
son
mode.
Jesus. Huh?
You ain't got to get out of church mode. The church is in you.
Thank
It
you.
is.
Let it be.
You're our group chaplain.
I'm the
Whoa.
chaplain. Lord have mercy.
Okay, we done got a title for her now.
No
Listen.
pressure.
But anyways, I'm a gardener as well. I am snacking on this veggie tray, y'all, that I bought. And I'm determined not to let this one go bad. Because what happens is, y'all know how life is. You out and about, you be like, let me grab something, you get home, and you be like, I want something to snack on, ain't nothing here. And before you know it, you look in the refrigerator and you got this,
Thing.
old veggie tray. But I do want to wish Cynthia, tell Cynthia just to hold on. Because one thing about not adding sugar and just watching what you eat, after a while, it's sort of like a little detox window you in. So you're going to feel hungry. You're going to feel like fighting people, even though you've eaten. But it's because your body is just used to certain things. But it gets better. I was there. I backslid. But I mean, it gets better. Especially when you get systems into place.
Yeah, and I have a good support system behind the scenes that's, encouraging me. So
That's good. And so
That is awesome. And it's amazing that so far, I don't know if Lisa said what she was snacking on. We're all eating something healthy tonight. I'm eating baked chicken instead of fried chicken.
Girl, listen.
baked chips.
Baked chips that somebody said they just don't even know what's what with the baked chips. But you got to do what you got to do.
You do. But okay, let's go back. I thank you for saying that, Shelly, but it ain't all healthy because I got one of these.
Wait a minute now.
And then
You say you backslid tonight. She was like, I'm premeditating that I will be.
Yeah, it's just, and I have water because I have not had enough water. But y'all know how it is when you going. So I've been to 2 services, and at the risk of not, okay, y'all know I'm team TMI, so just hold on. So I was like, Rashida, if you wear that high-low dress, you're gonna have to wear stockings because you're going to somebody else's church. Okay, just roll with me. We know stockings is not a salvation issue. Okay, it's just a cultural thing. I know this, right? And I ain't trying to go to nobody's church and start nothing. I just know how I was raised. It's fine. So I put my stockings on. Y'all, I looked down on my way to that second service, and them things just sliding on down. I said, we pay high top dollar for pantyhose, and they ain't even, they don't do nothing. When I tell you they don't do nothing.
You know why they don't do nothing? You know why they don't do nothing? Because they not the good old fashioned stockings that we used to buy from 7-Eleven. We used to be able to run into 7-Eleven
for $1.99.
Get them coffee brown stockings, and them things will be bomb.
Yep, and you can wear them for like 2 weeks. Take them off, put them back on. You can't do that.
That's right.
Anyway.
Did anybody used to put that nail polish or whatever?
Put the nail polish on the stop. You can't do that. The other week, I wore some stockings the other week. I was going to, what was I going to? I think I was going to a dinner. It was like a formal dinner. And I was debating between 2 dresses. One was long and one was like mid-length. And I was like, okay. I didn't even put my nail in it. When that thing popped and put a hole in the top of the thigh. By the time I made it to Detroit, those runs, it wasn't even just one hole. It had like a train.
It was a whole freeway.
Down to my neck. I'm so glad I put on that long dress.
So listen,
see y'all just taking my money for no
wait
reason.
a minute. So listen. So, because we all are women of a particular size.
A particular age.
No, a particular size.
Oh.
And them thighs. So am I the only one that used to turn them stockings inside out so you don't hear that?
Girl.
Look, Cynthia, mine don't even rub no more. They just sort of kind of stick together. It just is what it is. So anyway, thank you, Ellie Gardner, for hitting our channels. So anyway, I had a struggle. Then I was mad because I knew when I put them on, that's gonna have a problem because of these thighs. They didn't go up as far as I needed them to go up. But if I had to put that girdle on, they'd have held them up. But
That's the truth. That's the truth.
But let me tell you, this new body that I'm working with, that I'm rehabbing, I only got 1 or 2 struggles in me per morning. And struggling with them stockings that I had to roll down and go back up and roll down and go back up. I won't put no girl on. When I got done with that, I said, that's enough.
You did better than me because I would have just foregone the
For real. Been lotion them
Yeah, and
legs
that's what I
up
said
and
at the end of the night. I said, girl, you just did your old school, grease your legs, put your tennis shoes on with some socks and kept it moving.
Some Bobby socks.
Some ankle athletic socks. No, not Bobby socks. We ain't going way back there.
With the little
Even
ruffles.
though I have seen
Bobby
Yeah.
socks with the little lace on it. With the
Right? The ruffles.
Hey, bro, farmer. But anyway,
Hey, bro.
that's my first story for the night. But I'm here.
We just figured we'd help you out with that one.
Huh?
I said, we just figured we'd help you out with that one because that's a struggle we all have.
Yeah, girl, I was like, girl, why you doing that? But see, the thing is in me, it's ingrained in me. So those are the thoughts I have in the morning, like, where this, where that, what I'm gonna do the rest of the day. But anyways, I wore my favorite dress because this dress is soft, it's comfortable, it's flowy, it's everything. And if I had 100 of these, I think I told Shelly that earlier, if I had 100 of these, I don't care the color or the pattern, I would wear this same dress. Almost
It looks
everywhere
like
I
the
go.
same material as like the muumuu. Is it soft like that? Like the
It looks like it's more of a knit.
No, it's
Light
a
on
knit. It's knit
It's a
and it's
knit?
light. It's
Okay.
almost see-through. But it's real super soft. Almost like a brushed cotton, maybe.
oh,
We sorry, fellas, but we not sorry.
They all
Y'all
right.
just
They
bear
got,
with us.
they got wives, girlfriends, and significant others. and
Right.
daughters. They all right.
they might
I'm
have to
gonna
run
tell
out and
you
get some nail polish for wife stockings.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm not sorry, brothers, because I feel like sometimes they don't know our plight. They don't know our plight. Anyways, so I introduced myself. I gave my snacks. The reason I told Shelly to go ahead and host because I had told Shelly that I was going to be late, and if she could go ahead and start if I was late. And I said, while the intro was playing, I was like, "Girl, why don't you just let her go ahead and host?" So, but she,
But she didn't tell me that.
so
Yeah, she had a
she started
mouthful
eating.
when it
She started
started.
eating, and I'm like, "Girl, go ahead."
Because y'all know how it is. Somebody asks you to do something and
Right.
you're willing to do it, but then you be so glad when they show up and your mind
And Shelly was
tells
eating.
you, I ain't got to do this now. And she got me.
Mm-hmm.
She got me.
Right. That's all right. We can go back and forth because she don't even know what we're talking about really for real.
No, none of us know what we're talking about for real.
That's all right. We know the first 3 things we talk about. 2-week garden update. I'm gonna let
Lisa never go
Lisa
first.
go first. That's all I'm saying. I was gonna let Lisa go first. Come on, Lisa, give us a garden update.
Okay. I have yesterday my neighbor came on over and we worked on putting up a greenhouse for me. This greenhouse, I actually bought it back in 2021, but I just never put it up. And then as the years were going by and we were having bad windstorms, I was just so scared, and then I didn't know where to put it. And so I thought about, because he had mentioned to me that he wanted us to have a greenhouse and wanted to build it with cattle panel and all that. So I told him, I have a greenhouse. Let's just put that one up real quick. And so he did. And so he came over and I think it's 8 feet high and 6 feet wide, I think. And so what I really wanted it for was to house my citrus plants over the winter. So, because I don't want to keep bringing them in the house every winter. So we got that done. And I have just been, I planted my onions one day last week. I just dropped seeds and I'm still waiting for those to germinate. And all my brassicas that I am going to grow this fall, winter, they have been up potted and I have been hardening off some of them. And it's mustards and collards and rutabagas and turnips. And I think that's all um, as far as greens. Like, I don't think I'm going to grow cabbage and broccoli um, for this fall. But uh, I just been trying to clean out the garden from the summer. And my big garden, I don't usually plant in there in the winter because it's too cold and I don't go out there. So I just plant off my patio and I've gotten it pretty good for plants to go in. So, but that's pretty much what I've been working on for the last 2 weeks.
So I have a question.
Yeah,
You said you drop seeds. So tell us that process. So because you're in Alabama, so you
yes.
drop seeds in the fall, and then what happens? Take us through that process.
For onions or
Onions.
anything.
Onions.
Okay, so I had been growing onions. I started gardening in 2020. And so for 21 on, I had bought onions, the plants from Dixondale. And so then in 23, I thought, well, let me try and start from seeds. And so I started seeds in 23 for 24 harvest. And so I started them in November and it was close to December. So by the time March rolled around in 24, when I was to transplant them into the garden, they weren't big like the Dixondale ones would be. And so in 24, I planted seeds again and I started them in September. And by this past spring, March, they were a good size. And I had been given updates and my onions looked real good.
So your seeds were in seed starting trays,
yes.
not outdoors.
Well, what I did, you know those little greenhouses that you can get from Dollar Tree? It's a little black tray. It has a little clear dome. And it's just a wide open container. And so I will fill that up with my cocoa coir and perlite, and that's what I always start my seeds with in the house. And I pour hot water. I use it like a brick of cocoa coir, and it rises and makes a whole bunch. And I add perlite. So I fill that little container up, make little rows, and then I drop onion seeds in it, and all these little onions come up. So then I transplant them into like a cell tray. And they pretty much grow in that cell tray all winter. And then by March, they will be a good size to plant into the garden. Because that's my time to transplant them in the garden.
In March?
In March.
Okay. So I asked that question because you know that I did start my own onions this season from seeds as well. And I did do them indoors. But when you said you drop seeds, in my mind, I was thinking you dropped them outside. So I wanted to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I sowed the seeds.
That's okay. So because I got to figure out, okay, when's the best time? So when your onions started coming up, then do you start trimming them back after a certain point? Because if you remember, my onions, they were getting so tall indoors, I had to keep trimming them back before I finally planted them outdoors.
I do. I trim them.
Okay. All right.
Whether they're inside or whether they have taken them, hardened them off and took them outside, I trim them. And sometimes I have to trim the roots when I'm transplanting them because the roots will get real long. But that's how I do it.
I was gonna say something about that. And you see how mine is flipped? It's like we on two different sides of the house.
No,
You see
it looks the same to me.
No,
We're
it
on the
looks like my
exact same
piano is
house.
over here, and I know it's the same house, but it looked like we're in two different areas of it.
No, on my screen, our pianos are on the same side.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah, mine look
Oh,
like y'all in the same house.
yeah, the same house, but
One
mine is.
sitting on top of the other.
Hmm.
Yeah, pretty cool. So, yeah, I was intrigued about the onions because I felt like I did really good with my onions this year. In hindsight, I feel like my Walla Walla onions, which were the ones that got the biggest, I probably should have left them a little longer because what I ended up doing with my Walla Wallas was bending the stalks over and letting them sit like that for maybe a week before I actually pulled them up. And I think this next season, when I start my onions, I'm just gonna wait till they fall over and see how big they will get because those got actually a nice size. So
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Who's next?
Broke had a question.
Brooke got a question.
He said, "What does trimming the onions do?"
They
I'm
just
gonna
get
go.
those so tall. You got to do something because they'll fall over. They get top heavy.
Right. Do you have some other reasoning and rationale, Brooke? Let us know because I'm fairly new. This was the first year I had really successful onions, and I did find that I was trimming them back periodically as they got taller, and they did great for me. I even had some, if y'all remember, I posted a picture, I think, on my YouTube channel of an onion that the root was like almost above ground. And I was like, is it going to survive? Let me tell y'all, all my onions survived, every last one of them. Some said
You
put
want to go
energy
ahead and do your
involved, but I
update
don't think
too?
so. Okay. Huh?
You can go ahead and do your update.
Okay. So my 2 week update, does that include purchases?
Mm-mm.
And my answer.
Well, did y'all want to include the purchase? I always do it separate, but
Okay, well, we'll do it separate. So my 2 week update for my garden, let me see, 2 weeks ago was that what? The end of August? That was the
yeah,
end of August, right? So the
yeah. 2 weeks ago
31st.
was August
It's
31st.
August
Yeah, okay.
31st.
I had to think about what I told y'all based on the date. So have I really done much since then? Not a whole lot. I believe I told you guys that I had started my collard greens, which were actually, I think I no, I don't have the seed packet down here. They're William something collard greens. I started them hydroponically. August 30th, I up potted them, and they've been outside up until Saturday, which was today's the 14th. So the 13th, just yesterday, I actually planted all 16 of my collard green plants into the garden. Woo woo! Thank you. I'm super excited about them. Um, and they seem to be doing really well. I had two squash plants that I started hydroponically that I also planted. I planted one yesterday, one today, and it looks like a third one is actually coming up in the tray that I up potted to. So I might have a third squash plant coming along. And then other than that, I just been still cleaning up the beds. Today I actually worked on making some replacement covers for my self-irrigated planters out of landscape fabric. I'm uncertain just yet as to whether or not I'm going to continue to try to melt the edges because it does tend to shrink it. And then I'm clipping it onto the self-irrigated pot planters, which are just a square or rectangular-ish. They're not a perfect square. And then I plan to plant, hopefully tomorrow. What I got here? I got my seeds here. I want to start something called confetti cilantro, winter density romaine lettuce, some Grand Rapids leaf lettuce, white egg turnip, and golden ball turnip. I want to start some beets. I need to look at my seeds and see if I have any beet seeds to start. And what else? What else? What else? What else? That's really it. My watermelon plants are not doing very well, so broke, I might have to grace y'all a win this year until next year. I got some decent sized ones out there, but they're not, I don't think, winning weight. So that's pretty much it. Gardening has been pretty simple this past 2 weeks. Passing the mic to CC.
Before we go, we didn't announce that about Jacqueline not being here tonight.
Oh yeah. We didn't.
She will not be with us tonight. She had other things to do. But she shall return next week, Lord willing. Creek don't my next chat. So I noticed that I remember that while we were talking. I made a note here. Oh, never mind. That don't have nothing to do with this. All right. So it's either me or Cynthia. I'll just make it easy for you, Cynthia. I ain't have no garden update this week. It looked just as janky as it did in January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay. There we go. See your hand, Cynthia.
Okay, so what's been going on? 2-week update. My roselles, my Jamaican sorrels in the back are looking amazing. It's a forest back there. Seriously, I'm so glad that I put them in the backyard, and because they are huge. They are some.
Could you send me a picture of your sorrel, CC?
Okay.
Because mine are still small, so I need to know what to.
Mine are over 5.5 feet tall.
But you planted them a long time ago.
When did I plant them out? It's on a video.
The ones that I have are the ones that Jacqueline gave me in at the end of July.
Oh, okay.
So they're still kind of small.
Yeah, they're gonna probably be. But yeah, so my Jamaican forest back in the back looks amazing. I have 7 trees going. I thought I had planted more than one of the white Jamaican sorrel, but apparently I did. So I have one, which is real huge out there. So I'm excited to taste the white Jamaican sorrel.
I was just going to ask you, is the tea as good as the red roselle one or the Jamaican sorrel?
I heard that it tastes a little lighter flavor. It's not as deep as the red, but I don't know until I taste it myself. That's just what people say. So, but they are growing. I have did harvests of my roselles, and I have made me some Jamaican sorrel drink. It was amazing. It was amazing. I was like, yes. I'm excited about that. I did a couple harvests of watermelon. No, they're not prize winning watermelons, but I did some, and I have more than leaves because I had watermelons last year, but they didn't want to count them. But this year I had some big, nice size ones. For now, I'm used to growing like sugar baby watermelons, just personal size for my kids, because I wasn't a big fan. But yeah, so I still got a couple watermelons out there growing. Every day I go out there, I'm just like, come on, be ready, because I'm ready to clean that area all up. I'm like, that's prime real estate, just with vines going everywhere. Okay, so in the front garden, harvesting okra, so I'm doing good with that. I posted out a video of my pepper haul. I'm so thankful to have peppers this year. I have been, and some people were asking, what are you going to do with them? Well, I done froze some, I done ate some, I'm dehydrating some, all the things with it. So that's going on. What else? My blue butterfly pea, that bush is just, it's from one butterfly pea that it took over my whole area where I have my trailer. Well, what is it? Like it's like the little metal frame that I put for my shade area. All one side is like covered with. I harvest like 30 to 40 of them things every day. Every
It
day
looks
with
pretty where you
butterfly.
got it growing.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I
Well,
thought Shelly was going to say something.
I wanted to wait until you finish because I wanted to interrupt because we have a special guest that has shown up tonight.
Oh, oh, okay. And so I've been harvesting that and drying that out. Now, my take on the blue butterfly pea. If you've had it, then whatever. I drink the making a tea from that, and I was not impressed at all. Like it kind of was bitter, and it was just like, but it's better, I think, with lemonade because that bitterness contract with the lemons. So, and it's a pretty color. It makes a pretty purple color, and when you mix the two, and but as for just taste of that stuff, it doesn't. It's all about the color. What else? I planted out fall plants, y'all, and they are growing. And I done harvest some leaves from my collard green trees. So
Ooh, nice.
that's my update. Who's our special guest?
Okay. So Ruth Kelly is in the house. So it is only fitting that we take this time to acknowledge her question. So I'm gonna let Ro take the lead on that.
Well, Ruth Kelly, you asked the question. Yes, I did. We was waiting. We decided a segment called Mail Call. And so, do I supposed to put this on here? Sadly, I can't hear. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I'm trying to see if I can figure it out. Hold on.
Oh, I don't want to remove it. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to do this.
There we go. There we go.
Thank you, Ruth Kelly. Y'all, I know we did a pause. It was something else I remember while we were going on. But I got my Happy Meal. I have a Korean melon. I'm not going to show them to y'all. Multicolor marigolds. Athena melons. Florida broadleaf greens. I think I have some of them. Rich and sweet melon. And red stripe leaf amaranth. Amaranth. I know how to say it. I just want to add other letters to it. So anyway, thank you, Ruth. I appreciate it, girl.
Yes, and thank you from me as well. And I'm sure Lisa and Cece, because
you weren't here last week either.
Yeah, you weren't here when we acknowledged you the last time when we all got our.
She just have a birthday? Wasn't it a birthday she just had or something?
I think so. Was it your birthday, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
So let me see. Who was that? I'm not sure who the Wickershire is, but we appreciate your comments. And listen, if you got something to mail us, we gladly take Happy Mail.
Hey, Barb. Right.
So it was something else I remembered while Cynthia was giving her update. Then I swiftly forgot. Lord have mercy. Oh, yeah, I do have an update. So I do have a container on my porch where I planted my mullein, right?
Oh.
And we had cold nights here. We had some 40s, some in the high 30s. And then we had that low swing last week, and then it went up, and we was 86 or something stupid today. Not stupid that the heat was stupid, but you know what I'm saying? We went from this low to this high, and we got multicolored trees because we're Michigan. So my mullein is doing great, and I'm excited about it. My lavender are growing new. I don't even call them shoots or pups. Y'all know how aloe starts to multiply at the bottom, and it's just like new plants come out at the bottom.
Yeah,
that's what my lavender is doing. And I'm like, you wait until September, end of August. But anyway, my lavender is growing. And my mint is loving the cool weather because so it's just bushing out, and I keep taking the tips off, and it just keeps bushing out. So that's great for that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So everybody did their garden update.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go to our purchases. I didn't buy a thing for the garden. Who wants to go next?
I didn't buy it either.
You didn't buy anything either, CC?
Mm-mm.
So somebody had commented in the chat, and because I forgot, and so I'm glad they commented about M.I. Gardner's
Sale.
And is that who I ordered from? I think so. So I ordered from M.I. Gardner. Let me make sure I'm telling y'all the truth. I be forgetting I order stuff, y'all. I do. But unfortunately, I be taking screenshots. I did order garlic.
Okay, I'm gonna push pause while you going. So she ordered
Okay.
garlic. But listen, this is what I remembered. Thank you, Analytic, Donzel, and all the others that went through to each of our channels and liked the videos and commented. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate each and every one. If you're new to the channel, we just ask that you go to each channel and just thumbs up the video. We are at 50. We were at 55, but we were up at 55. We're at 49 now. If you haven't subscribed to any of our channels, go ahead and subscribe.
Please
okay.
do.
We are whole women over here. And so all of us are gardeners. But just so you know, if you're looking for a morning devotion, I'm here Monday through Friday. So, well, I'm working on that morning part.
I was going to say morning. I be
Girl, listen, I'm working on
afternoon, early evening.
Listen, anyways, so I'm working on it. But come on over. It'll be a word here for you. And I think that was the last thing I wanted to say was thank you for going through and following directions and doing what we ask you to do. We appreciate it. If you want to put where you're gardening at, your state and your zone, go ahead and put that in the chat so that someone in your zone that may be looking for a channel to follow or someone that they could learn from in their zone. We're not gatekeepers over here. We're all about connecting people so that we can get this garden thing together. All right, Shelly, back to you.
All right. So, so I did place an order. One of the ladies, I don't know if it was Lisa, somebody had asked Jacqueline about ordering her garlic. So I was like, oh, let me go ahead and get me an order in. So I did order, in addition to garlic, I ordered some pink Swiss chard. And then I ordered 5 different garlic. So I ordered something called, and I don't have my glasses on, Dungoski hardneck garlic, chestnut red, purple stripe hardneck garlic, early Italian soft neck garlic, Chilean red soft neck garlic, and I grew that last year, and Sicilian soft neck garlic. So I ordered like 3 of all of those. So we will see how much garlic I end up with next season. And
I got the chestnut when I did garlic a couple years ago. And I planted every piece of clove that I had with that garlic. One of those bulbs, I think you get a pound. Is it a pound? Or is it just 3?
One bulb.
Yeah. So I think I ordered 1 bulb of each. And I ended up with, between the 3 varieties, I ended up with 50.
Oh, wow.
Because they had small, and I didn't know, if you wanted large garlic, not to plant the little bitty ones. I planted the itty bitty ones. So
listen, the little itty bitty ones, they
make bulbs.
They don't make a bulb too. So
if it's itty bitty, I use some in our barbecue neck bones. We ain't gonna talk about that, but go ahead.
And so did I buy anything else? So this isn't really a purchase, so to speak, but it did involve some money in that you ladies know I have been talking about the fact that last year I purchased the 2 Vigo retractable Vigo, right? Yeah, the retractable hoses. And so we installed the one in the front this season. And I am happy to say, you okay, CC?
Mm-hmm.
You bouncing over there.
I know. I was adjusting my leg.
What is going on?
Yeah, I was trying to get comfortable.
Okay. So my dream has been to have another water hose down on the lower part of the garden. And this week, my uncle, who is a master plumber, actually he's retired, but he come take care of the family. He came and hooked up a new faucet spigot down on the lower part of the garden for us. So I'm counting that as a purchase. And hopefully before the fall, before it gets too cold, the hired help and I will get that second retractable hose hooked up down there. Because when I tell y'all, after hooking up the first one and just realizing how easy it is to just pull it out and spray. And one of the things I love, the way the hose head is shaped, I can like take it. And so like if this is the pot, I can just literally hook it on the edge of a pot and I can like do a deep soak of a pot just by using the water hose. So I'm really looking forward to having a hose like that in the backyard, because the one that we do have, it is very, very heavy to stretch it the distance that it is going. So that is, I believe, it for my purchases this week.
Let me tell you about oh, go ahead.
I had gotten a cover to go over my Easy Cube Vigo Garden Easy Cube planter. So I got the cover to go over it, and I just got it yesterday, but it delivered yesterday. And I also got some more of the Vigo Garden planters, because I like those planters. Those things are pretty heavy duty.
You talking about the ones like just the raised bed?
Well, the little planter, the seed sale trays.
Okay, the seed starting trays.
But the Easy Cube is like a self-watering raised water bed, and I got a cover for it. Like, and I think you can use it as a trellis as well, but you can cover whatever you have in there with the cover.
I just had a product offer with some more with Vigo. I'm excited. I'm like,
you
yes,
work it, girl. I'm telling you.
I'm like, please keep offering stuff. So they offer
all them other folks making kick rocks. The Vigo is
Vigo.
Yeah, I need to get on with Vigo because eventually I'm gonna need some new raised beds.
I know. I have been watching them for years, and I'm just like, come on, send me something. And so they did. I got the retractable water hose. I love it as well. Yeah. And so, and I went with the 130-foot one. I was like, if you're gonna give it to me, I want the longest one.
Yes.
And so, I like it. You know, it says that you got to be careful when you're retracting it in. Don't let it, do that. So,
if you're in the way, it will.
Yes, it will.
It goes fast.
Right. And so they offer now, because I was like, when it popped up again, I'm like, what you offering? So they did offer me that Easy Cube self-watering, or the Vigo grow lights, or the starter kit, or a raised bed, a 6x3 raised bed with the frost cover added. I was like, we're going with the frost covered added raised bed. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. But yeah, y'all check y'all emails. If you do have a channel, I'm just going to put that in right quick. If you have a channel, make sure that you have an email, not your personal email, but some that has your channel email. And check your emails. I mean, because there's companies, especially is getting ready for the holidays. There's a lot of companies going to be posting out stuff. And like I said, I've been watching Vigo on other people's channels, and I've been waiting for them to actually, send something out to me. And I don't have a huge channel. and they are reaching out to
But
us.
you got a nice size
And I'm
channel.
smaller than you, Cynthia.
Yeah,
I'm smaller than
I
you.
don't have a big channel.
They will invest in you. They
Yeah, they
will
will.
invest in you, and your videos. They will promote you.
Yep.
They will push you out there,
Mhm.
and that's why I don't mind talking about them all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going to do when we do the second retractable hose, I'm going to do a recording of that because I would love to have be in
Yeah.
affiliation with them. Who we waiting on?
I don't know who did purchases.
Who is Hello Dear?
Oh no, he was talking about the email. I mean, when you start
There's
getting the
different
emails,
ways.
hello dear.
Oh.
Yeah, there's different ways. Yeah.
So we doing 2 week purchases. So Lisa, you didn't buy anything? Oh, did I miss that?
Yeah, I got that frost cover for my
Okay.
Vigo. I mean my Vigo Easy Cube planter.
Okay.
And I got some of their sale trays.
I do have a question about that. How big is the space in there? I couldn't really tell. How much stuff can you actually grow in that cube thing?
It's like a 4x2.
So more like
3
herbs
square
and
feet.
stuff, or just not a lot of things?
It's the herbs, your greens, anything that's not gonna really grow deep.
So maybe lettuces and things
deep.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Plant-based Helen has several. So, and then she planted a variety of things. So you might want to check her out just to see what all she had in there. I don't know.
I've seen
easily
cucumbers, peppers, and all kind of stuff. Somebody grew squash in one of theirs.
Okay.
That was Vigo. I'm going to check this out. Vigo Cube?
Easy Cube.
Easy Cube. Okay.
Yeah,
So Essential Homesteading is talking about the Green Stalk has the buy one get one free on their 3-tier planners.
Yeah, they do.
Y'all know I be every time I
They
see the ads, I be tempted and I just have to tell myself no.
That's what I'm sitting over here cracking up because in my mind I'm thinking I probably could use a couple of them 3-tier on my porch.
I know.
But I'm like, we're not doing that. Not on this long-term disability money. We ain't. We ain't doing that.
Kelly, I do see your comment about the garlic. I'm going to find the link and post it in the chat.
And then if you are planning on buying garlic or from My Gardener, make sure you look at the restock date. If they're going to restock and we get your email when they're going to actually ship it, because they'll come in quick and they'll get gone quick. So make sure you click on, even if you're not in My Gardener, whoever, if they have that notify when stock button, you need to make sure you click it. And you need to make sure that when you see that email that you got your funds to buy your garlic, because as fast as it comes in, it go right back out. My garlic, Shelly mentioned, so she did red chestnut. I did red chestnut. I did Matechi, and I had Ivan. I think they're all like German. I still have my garlic. And they're just starting to like have that little green piece at the top. Like they want to grow somewhere. They just been too cold to grow. So what I'm saying is they're hard neck garlics and they store well. That's all I can say. They store well because I planted that garlic in 2023. Harvested in 2024.
Yeah. I got garlic that should pop back up because when I went to pull it, the stem came out, the top part came out. I'm like, oh well.
And
so there should be something that just voluntarily pop up.
Right.
Was it Epic? Was it Epic Gardener that they did a one of their little tests and where they planted like the whole bulb of garlic to see what happened, and all they did was split up and still created garlic. So if you still have a whole bulb there, you're still going to get garlic. And so
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
seen it or not. But yeah, I'll be planting. Hopefully, I'll have the garlic soon, and I will plant. I planted mid-October last year, and I plan to do the same thing this year. I planted mid-October, and I harvested mid to late June.
Okay. And then Ruth Kelly said her birthday was September 1st. Mine is September 30th, Ruth Kelly. That's why she likes me so much. Us September babies, we like each other for the most part. So,
Oh, that's good to know, Wickershire. Says, in my garden, pays his farmers well.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. We did mail call, right?
I think we interrupted. Let me see. 2-week update purchases. You said you didn't have any purchases. Okay, I think we all.
Cynthia said she didn't have any. Lisa said what she had, and you said yeah. So we good with purchases, and we did mail call. Anyone else get any mail from? We like mail, y'all. Even emails, gift cards. I just want to show some love. We did. I'm just saying. You had not because you asked not.
This is true. This is true.
Okay, let's talk about fall and winter protection. Fall and winter protection, mostly fall protection. I'm not really worried about winter protection. Since I'm in Michigan, I'm gonna go first. One is to make sure you mind the weather. You got to mind the weather, because just like we had those cold days and now we having all this hot weather, I promise you, if not by my birthday or soon after, that's gonna change. It's gonna get cool. And you have to mind the wind. If we're gonna have heavy frost, if we're gonna have hail, and in Upper Peninsula, even though I told my sister it didn't count, they actually got snow the other day. That's a little bit. It was just a little bit, didn't collect, but that ain't the point. It could get cold. And it's cold enough that the trees are starting to turn. So mind your weather. Use your frost covers. My frost covers let the sunlight in. So if you don't know, your frost covers have ratings on them as to how much sunlight they bring in. See what you want to use. It's because, like me, I'm not putting it on in the night and then taking it off in the morning. I ain't doing that.
Me either.
It's gonna be off until I think it's gonna be on until they get hot. So you might want to check that in case you want to leave them on. Most mine you can water through, so you still could water your garden if you needed to. If you don't have drip irrigation, I'm still hand watering over here.
We go all get
about it
one day.
I'm salty about it, but anyway, yeah. So that's what I think. For Michigan, I'm in 6A. Is mind your weather. Pick something. You don't have to do everything. A lot of people got different methods and this, that, and the third. Pick what works for you. And if you don't want to do a whole garden full of fall stuff, if you just pick one bed, you only got to cover one bed.
That's what I'm doing.
That's something to consider.
Just one bed, Lisa?
Yes, it's close to one bed as possible.
I'm not doing. Girl, your eyes is saying something altogether different.
Oh Lord, last year was a nightmare, and then I'm not doing that many this year.
I'm contemplating, but I'm gonna let Rashida finish first.
I'm finished. I'm just gonna talk about fall protection. Anybody else got something to talk about?
So last year, a couple years ago, y'all know I with the hired help and we built this hoop over one of the beds, and I did cover it with plastic, and things grew through the winter. And then the last 2 seasons, I did not cover it in plastic. So I'm on the fence about whether or not I want to put plastic over it this season. Where I planted the collard greens, it does not have a hoop house over it. So I'm going, do I want to cover it? I think if anything, I may just, like you, Rashida, put a frost cover, because I do have some frost cover out in the garage that I haven't used. Just put it over it and see what happens. But I'm trying not to do a whole lot of protection per se, but I'm just planning to grow stuff that will either be ready before the cold being here in Maryland, because we get freezing temperatures, and or like the greens, they can last through the winter even without covering them. They just won't be adding more growth to it through the coldest part of the season. But I will, almost forgot, Lord willing, I'm gonna need y'all to pray. I'm gonna need y'all to pray real hard that we get this greenhouse together, because the hired help was out there. He moved the shrub that was in the area where we plan to put a greenhouse. We got a greenhouse secondhand from someone that started putting it together. They decided they didn't want to, that it wasn't going to work for them. And so we got it from them. And so now that we're in the fall season, it's cool enough that, the plan is, okay, let's get it outside, lay it all out, and figure out how to put this thing together. It is the kind that has the polycarbonate plastic to it. It's not just the, plastic film that goes over it. So we're planning to put that in the corner of the garden. And so we had to move a shrub. So that got done today. So who knows, maybe within the next, I'm going to say 2 to 3 weeks, maybe we will have had a chance to put that together in between us traveling, because we do have to travel to North Carolina probably a few times over this next month. So we'll see what happens. But if we get that together, my plan is my Myers lemon tree will be put in there, because someone gifted me a Myers lemon last year and I didn't realize it needed to be brought inside until it was too late. So I lost that tree and I bought a new one this year. So it is growing very nicely. It's gotten a nice height on it. So I will be bringing that into the greenhouse if we get it together. And if not, I'm gonna just have to bring it in the garage. And I'm trying to think, I don't know. So you guys tell me, do I need to bring my fig trees in as well? Because I do have 2 fig trees that are doing nicely. And if I need to bring them in, I want to make sure I bring those into the greenhouse as well. And I think that's it that's in my garden that needs or may need protection.
I hope you don't have to bring fig in, because I put mine in the ground.
Well, if it's in the ground, it's different. Mine's aren't in the ground.
Okay.
So that's why I'm thinking that I might have to bring them into the greenhouse, because they are not in the ground. I don't have a spot where I felt like 100% I will be okay if a tree grew and got big there. So it's just in a barrel.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all answered, but somebody asked, can you stack 2-3-tier green stalks? And I don't see why you can't.
Yeah, I don't know about green stalk.
I think that Lisa was saying Lisa said her sister got the 3, right? And then she took one off the 6 and put it on the 3 because she wanted them to be shorter. So I think they're interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can make them shorter.
Well, I know you can make them shorter, but can you make them taller?
No.
I don't see why not.
I guess you can, but if you make it too much taller, then how can you reach everything upstairs?
Well, it would just be a 6-tier.
6.
Then they sell 7-tier. I could never imagine even having a 7-tier. I have a 6-tier.
Well, isn't the 7? I think the 7 tiers the shorter ones. So they have the leaf, and then they have the one that are taller. And aren't the 5-tier the taller?
The 5-tier is the one that
the deeper pockets.
I have 5.
And my sister's not that tall, so she wanted that 5th one. She took it and put it on her 3-tier one, and now she has 2 4-tiers. But she didn't want it so tall. She didn't like the 5-tier because she couldn't see even just the water over in there. She just wanted it shorter for her.
Here you go, Shelly. I have Chicago Hardy, and I don't bring it in, and I'm in Maryland. But the question is yours in the ground or is yours in the pot? But I'm assuming it's in the pot. Duh, never mind.
Thank you, Miss J.K. Gardner. So I just did a quick search, and it does say that Greenstalk's 3 tiers can be stacked together.
Okay.
Cool. It
12
was something
ounces of
else.
chives from the demo garden and 4 dead chive flowers for seed. Oh, that's nice, Serena. I actually have I think a chive plant that is seeding, and I was just talking to one of my church members today about that, and we were talking about harvesting the seeds. So I think I'm still in a state where I gotta wait and let them start drying out. Took all to my church. That's nice, Serena. Very nice.
I didn't know J.K. Gardner was in Maryland.
I didn't either. J.K. Gardner, we need to connect. I think you guys heard me say next week, or I should say this coming weekend.
Yeah.
Will you be heating when it gets in the teens in Maryland? Heating my greenhouse? Probably not, because one, I don't have it up yet. I don't have any electricity down on this side of the yard to do any heating. So I'm just trusting that the greenhouse is going to do what it does, because my house is situated in a location where literally the sun rises and sets literally going over. So I'm hoping that I won't have any issues. If I find that the temperature is still not warm enough, then I'll bring them inside. But yeah, I would love to connect Miss J.K. Gardner. You can hit me up. Let me put my email in here, because I would love to do a Maryland meetup with some of the Maryland gardeners.
When I come back down
You gonna come back down?
yeah.
You are welcome, CC.
It's up. It's up there.
You're right.
It'd be down there if I went, but it's up there when you go.
All right.
Boy, she was on it. It was like she was waiting for that.
Again.
I didn't even know what was going on.
It caught us all by surprise. But that's all right. So I was saying that there is a gardener who I will be meeting this coming Saturday, who has a garden, but she also RVs, which, if you don't know, I do RV with my husband. And so we just had a lot of things in common, and I reached out to her via email. And so she has invited me to her garden garden tea party this coming Saturday. So I will hopefully get some recording done and get a video up to share with you all.
Ooh, I have something to say also. I am going, me and my bestie and a couple other ladies that we got together, we are going to our first what is it called? Garden club. Okay. We're gonna be a part of a garden club, and so it'll be our first time going to the meeting. We don't know what to wear, what we need to look like, whatever, but we're going to this garden club.
Be casual.
I don't know, but
casual cute. Casual cute.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go to that Tuesday. We're gonna go to a garden club meeting.
Yeah, I was thinking if they had a specific dress, they'd have said so in the invite, or wherever you saw a flyer or something.
I don't know. So.
Yeah, the event that I'm going to, I mean, it is a tea party, but because it is outdoors in the garden, she has suggested that we wear tennis shoes or sneakers as opposed to regular shoes. So I'm looking to try to wear, a cute little tea dress and find some cute sneakers. I am not a sneakerhead, so I'm not that girl that has some sneakers that's gonna match a dress, but maybe I'll find something this week.
I hear you, girl. I hear you. All right, we're still talking about fall protection. I think fall protection. So I think we're either on Lisa or Cynthia. I don't know if Cynthia really need fall protection.
Yes, I do.
I'm jealous.
Yes, I do. Look.
What kind of fall protection you need?
We need fall and winter protection. Thank you.
Okay.
My little microclimate over here, we do get cold. Actually, colder than the upper part. Like my bestie lived like an hour or so away, and sometimes I'm colder than her, and she's up She would be north of me. And but yes, for our protection, because we do have other Texas people that are up in the northern part. So frost protection like cloths.
I'm confused.
If you have a greenhouse or or a garage to put your sensitive things. I have dragon fruit. I'm gonna have to probably wind up bringing them indoors because last year they did not like even out there. It was too cold. It when it gets below 50, them things are like sensitive, and they would turn to slush inside their little.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna probably wind up having to like clean their roots all off and bring them indoors. Now that probably means I might bring some gnats from some, but I'm gonna have to bring them indoors. They too sensitive. And just like my Barbados cherry, it died. It got too cold. There go that light, y'all. I told y'all that light was gonna do that at one point.
And look, and it did it right when you was talking.
It was like, yeah, I'm through. But my Barbados cherry, it died. It didn't come back. My what was that? Something else. It didn't come back either. So we do get cold. We can get down. Now we don't have weeks and weeks of that, but we can hit in the 30s and upper 20s down here where I'm at. And so it doesn't stay long, but it's long enough that it touches our plants and they be like, nope, we're gone. So frost cover. If you have some kind of way of getting a greenhouse, I would have ordered my greenhouse in the summer because, most people are not looking for greenhouses in the summer. So that would have been a good time to do that. But if you can get hold to, God, sorry, this light is not liking me right now. So if you can go like to, a garden place or even Aldi's or something like that where you can get a garden tent, something to set the pop-up thing to protect your stuff because it does get cold. Now, as for my brassica, I leave all the cabbages and all the greens, and now mustard greens are sensitive, y'all. So I would do say frost cloth with them. But as for the collards, the broccoli, all that, you don't have to cover. Down here, we don't. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we were talking about gift cards in the email. Somebody sent Cynthia a gift card for her light. I don't know if she need a new light or not.
Struggle real, y'all.
Yeah, she need a light. She need a light that's going to stand by itself.
So somebody asked, is anyone planning on overwintering their peppers?
Yep.
That was Ruth Kelly. So my answer to that is not necessarily. I caught myself trying to overwinter peppers maybe 2 years ago, and I was not successful. And I think that was my own doing because they were in the garage. I think they're supposed to be in the dark though, right?
Mm-mm.
When you overwinter peppers?
No.
You cut them back. You cut everything back off of them.
Right. Why are they going to be in the dark?
Some people that took them in the house. Now, this is the person I saw. When they dug them up and put them in the pot, they trimmed them back and they wrapped them. I don't know if they wrapped them up, but they put it in a cool, dry place. And it was pretty dark. It wasn't dark, but it's like really shaded so that it wouldn't start to grow before they wanted it to.
Right.
I didn't see everybody do that, but that's what I've seen.
I've never seen them wrap it, but that's what I think I recall. But I didn't water it. Like I just wasn't doing anything to it. So I probably won't. I still have peppers growing. Now I find in my experience, my peppers seem like they be thriving in the fall. Once the high heats die down, my peppers, they seem like they be thriving because that's what I got growing out there right now is peppers. So I don't necessarily plan to overwinter. I would start my pepper plants early as opposed to trying to overwinter them.
Well, Mother Earth said she lives in Minnesota. cold is relative to plants, right? She said, well, we only grow icicles in winter here. Yeah, it all depends on where you are and what the plant is. I made the mistake. So let me tell you about new gardening mistake, because people are like, oh, you can grow spinach in the cold. And I'm like, spinach in the cold? And this man's like, yeah, I plant spinach and I succession planted, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's cool. Maybe I'm slow. But listen, your spinach has to have a specific size, get to a specific size, and it can withstand a certain amount of cold.
That's right.
But whatever growing it's going to do, it's going to do in the fall. Because
And
when it
that's
gets
what
ice
it's
cold,
protected.
it's just going to be like it's in the refrigerator
Right.
until it freezes. And when it freezes, y'all know what happened with spinach when you freeze. It is going to turn to water and die anyway. And if the root is still alive, though, when the temperatures come back up, it'll start regrowing.
That's right.
So, I learned that lesson. I'm just
And
saying.
it depends on where you at, because like you up in North Pole, and
Well, so is she. She's hot. She's colder than I am. That's what
who
I'm saying.
is?
Boy, y'all trading shots tonight.
Girl, if we wasn't, y'all think something was wrong.
I wanted to highlight who's this? Devora. I think it was Devora. Yeah. She took advantage of the buy one, get one.
Blackberry.
Green stalk in the blackberry. Then I think that's the color. That's like the purplish color, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that the bluish
No, I
color?
think it's the purple.
I didn't even go look. If I don't look at it,
Yeah,
I don't
think
want
that
it.
was the one that I wanted.
If I don't
Yeah,
want
it
it,
is.
I don't
That's the
buy
one
it.
that I wanted, and I just had to tell myself no.
As for the back to the pepper thing, I am going to try to overwinter my peppers in my raised bed. I'm going to cut them down, and then I am going to cover that plastic cover that whole area up like it's like in a greenhouse to seal it up and see if they come back.
What type of plastic? Are you talking about like the black plastic or
No.
green?
I'm going to do the
It's like a
The
6
that you
mil
use for greenhouse.
heavy thermal plastic.
Greenhouse plastic.
Yeah, greenhouse plastic, and I'm gonna cover that whole thing up and just seal it up and see what it do. If it dies, then it just be
keep growing though.
huh?
Isn't that going to cause it to keep growing?
I don't know. I mean,
I
we'll see. It's gonna be experiment.
right.
I mean, usually my peppers die out, and I just plant some more peppers. But if these decide to live, then hey, that'd be good.
Okay.
We'll see.
all right.
We got a lot of
Y'all done? Because I think it's Lisa's turn to tell us about what we talking about. What we talking about? Fall protection?
protection.
I just usually cover with like roll cover and old bed sheets and stuff like that. I had a problem with my roll cover last year because a couple years ago I bought a whole lot of roll cover to have to use. Well, last year I used them that year, and then when I went to pull them out and use them again last year, they ripped and tore up and was like they were brittle and falling apart. And so I'm like, I ain't spending that much money on no roll cover no more. And so I might just go to the thrift store and get me a bunch of white sheets if they got them, and just keep those. But I do use that. And then when we're expecting ice storms, because we will get to 0 degrees and we will get below and like real frigid 10, 15 below. And it may not stay there for a week or so, but we get there. And so when the ice storms and stuff are coming, then I will wrap in plastic. I have the roll cover, and then I will do the plastic too to keep the plants dry. The roll cover or whatever sheets keep them warm, and then the plastic is to keep them dry. But that's about all I do.
Hey, Cece. I mean, hey, Jacqueline. I saw the 4C and I was thinking CC. Hey, Jacqueline, we miss you, girl. Drive safely.
Hey, Jacqueline.
Mhm.
I'm
Can
just
we
trying
get a
to
little bit more excitement than that? Hey, Jacqueline.
girl, listen, my head is hurting and pounding. It's just a whole nother thing over here.
I know that's right. Well, I can't wait to see Jacqueline. Actually, it's gonna be. I don't know. I might see her before then. I'll see her in November at an event in Pennsylvania.
So yeah, she's traveling. She's making her way home. So it's good to hear from you, Jacqueline. Let me see. You talking about
Oh,
pepper
hold on.
plant?
Broker had a comment in here that's good.
Yeah.
He
Try
said,
painter's
"Try painter's cloth."
It is thicker,
Mm-hmm.
very thick.
That's the thought, and I think I've done that before I was really more educated on it. I have, I think, used a painter's cloth one time a few years ago. So that's definitely a great thought and tool to have on standby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, might even
Yeah.
work for your fig tree if you bring it in. I mean,
You right. You right.
because really you just need that root not to die, even if the foliage falls off. You really just need the root not to die. 'Cause I mean,
I'm
if it
bringing
was
them fig trees in. I didn't spend too much money
no,
buying
I'm
fig
just saying,
trees.
yeah. No, you don't want to experiment with it. I wouldn't say that. I would. Um, Garden party. What? Oh my goodness! Can I see this? The garden party. Y'all got social events.
Aw.
Oh, OCD, you going to the garden party too?
That's what she said.
Look, and look, she got on me. She was like, I could have traveled and came seen you. I was like, oh, Nikki, I didn't. So when I come back down there, Nikki, I'm definitely make sure I see you.
Okay, let me
Thanks
see.
for highlighting that.
there,
Rashida, 'cause
when
I
I
didn't
go
see
up
it in the chat.
Yeah, I've been trying to go back and go through, and I didn't go as far as back as I wanted to because I was like, we got other stuff to cover. But the guys talking about they don't care about us talking about being women and thick thighs and how they save lives.
Oh, I saw
Because I
that.
got a question for the guys. Because I hear that saying, who life was he saving? Because only thing these thighs have saved is change. They ain't just fall, you clap them thighs and they see that change right there. I ain't saved a life yet.
Maybe
Y'all can email me the answers.
maybe you're not using them properly.
I might get some answers I don't even want, but I just always had that question.
Yeah,
like,
you set yourself up for that.
Right.
how in the world did they
Right.
come
Now
up
they're
with
gonna come back and
that?
tell you how they
Who life is we saving? I'm just saying.
I
apparently
didn't
they're
even think to ask that question. I mean, I hear it, but I ain't never tried to put
They
two
ain't
and two
about to
together.
die. They ain't about to die. They just feel like they are, but they ain't about to die.
Somebody they gonna put it in the chat. I'm
they
just
are.
I know
just
they are.
waiting myself for the responses.
I know y'all. Look, y'all keep it PG. I just don't know how that saying got around because I'm just like, I never understood it. Minnesota can be below zero for months. January sub-zero all month.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Mike is over there in extra North Pole.
I'm gonna tell you one good thing about having zero and below weather is that when it get 15, it feel like spring. You be like, oh, it's nice outside. It's warm. Did y'all see
it? I got real curious. And I asked Google the question.
You ask Google.
I asked Google the question.
About the thick thighs.
Yes.
Is there a PG version?
Hey,
of that?
Chevelle. Oh, Tia
It's
was on here. Hey,
actually
brother,
very
how you
medical.
doing?
It is very scientific.
6 milliliter clear.
It says
Yeah, that's kind of
thick thighs save lives, refers to medical research showing that individuals with larger thigh circumferences have a lower risk of cardiovascular diseases, high blood pressure, and metabolic disorders.
Lord.
Define
Metabolic.
thick because
Huh?
Do
I
you
need to look
know?
up that data because I'm confused. Okay, I'll go with that.
So it goes on to say this is because the subcutaneous fat in the thighs acts as a protective storage for harmful fatty particles and produces anti-inflammatory hormones, which
Yeah.
improves metabolic health and insulin sensitivity. The phrase was popularized by supermodel Ashley Graham to promote body positivity and deconstruct beauty standards as it highlights the health benefits of a fuller figure, particularly the glutafemoral fat. Uh,
Okay. I
there's
was
some
not
science
expecting it,
to it.
but I'm glad.
Mhm.
I'm glad. God, don't email me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was funny. I guess that,
J3,
and y'all know what? My life
hold
is
on,
like that,
J3,
right?
G3 Farms.
This is not
We
about
said
gardening
it
anymore.
before,
We
and we
going
will
back?
say it
I got
again.
another banner. Hold on. We going back? But listen, that's how I get myself in trouble. This is my life. I put my foot in my mouth and set myself up for stuff I don't need to be set up to. But
Mhm.
I'm curious by nature, and I ask questions.
Right. And
And the
as
board
I
said,
say,
so that the board says, so that makes me a lifesaver. Okay, I go with that.
right?
Save my
Right. And
life.
here's the thing, J3. When you come to our live, you get all of us. You go get every part of us. So whatever topic comes up and we feel like deviating and detouring on that topic, that's what you're gonna get. But we do primarily talk about gardening.
There
And
you
we're
go.
gardeners. So,
And when we go to the garden, our thighs follow. I mean,
Yeah.
They're
All right,
here too.
next topic.
Anyway, next topic. If you have had a chance to go through to each channel and subscribe, like the video, comment, you take time to do so. If you have not shared, take the time to share. We greatly appreciate it. Someone might need these laughs, okay, on this Sunday to prepare for this Monday because somebody is crying in their soup about going to their job tomorrow. I'm not one of them, but somebody is. Okay, so go ahead and share. Lisa, what's your hand, Lisa? Are you one of them? No.
Yes.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Lisa. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Oh, you talking about Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I don't really cry about it because Monday is my remote day.
But listen, hey. So hydroponics, algae or mold. So this is a question out of our text chat. And someone had the question. Somebody said we should talk about mold. And Jacqueline, our resident master gardener, the first of many to come, amen.
Amen.
She said, asked what color was it? Was it black or was it green? And the answer was green. Green is algae, black is mold. Now, I ain't got a whole bunch of answers for y'all, but let's talk about this. Who in here grows hydroponically and had an issue with algae? Is it too much algae? Does it plug up your system? Tell us about your situation with algae, and then how do you mitigate collecting a lot of algae in your system? Go ahead,
You
Sam.
want to start, CC?
No, go ahead. You had the question about it.
So right. So I'm brand new to hydroponics, and so I have three, and they are three different types or brands of hydroponic gardens. Um, there are two of them that I see signs of algae, one more so than the other. One is the Aero Garden. I think it's the Aero Garden. There's quite a bit of green algae on the inside, of it. And I was also seeing the algae growing actually on the pods themselves where the plant is growing through. The other one, I see some slight algae. And then the third one, like I don't see any algae at all. I started all of them at the same time, so I don't know what has contributed to the algae, and or how to stop it, because I can only imagine too much of it might not be good for my plants, but I don't know.
Okay. So I've been growing in hydroponics now 2 years. Um, and I have I think 8 units. But so it could be, you know how sometimes it comes with the little sticker things to kind of cover the light
Mm-hmm.
to keep it from doing the algae thing. It also could be the sponges, the things that you drop in the baskets. They could have their own, whatever it's made
Okay.
out of.
Maybe that's what it is, because I did use the stickers.
Yeah, yeah. So, and it doesn't harm the plants. They still grow. I've never had an issue with it. I seen someone that said, but the hydroponics. I never sprayed it, but I know a lot of people do
Yeah,
that
and
with
I have
spraying it
seen
and
that,
stuff.
but I haven't done it yet.
Right, but the algae hasn't affected my plants from growing at all. So I
Well,
don't
I
even.
guess it's not, because my broccoli is still in there, and it has gotten tremendously larger since
Yeah,
I took
yeah,
the other plants out.
yeah, and it doesn't clog up any of my hose or any of that kind of stuff. It's just the algae on top of them sponges that
Okay.
I have.
The algae is actually down in the water reservoir on the one that I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
hmm. I don't know. Has it affected how your hose running or anything?
No, I don't think so. Oh, okay. Long light exposure and excess nutrient.
Hmm.
Okay. So maybe it's too much light on and that kind of makes sense. And I'll tell you why. So where I have the three hydroponics unit set, it's like on a shelf, a wire shelf, and the one that has the most algae in it is the one that's on top. And even though they are all on their own timers, it's like 16-hour, 8-hour. Um, there is another light that I have inadvertently left on sometimes. That is my regular grow light that sits above it. So that might be part of it.
Right.
I missed a comment. Which brand of sponges? I couldn't tell you what the brand is. OCD is chick.
They are. There is some.
I ordered them off of Amazon.
Some of them on the Amazon is like, because I can't. I had ordered. I think it came with 50 of them, and it
Yeah.
just came in this little sheet, like pressed together. I was like, them don't look so well. But I mean,
Yeah, they weren't pressed together, but they were just in a little plastic bag.
mm,
The quality of stuff is just no good these days.
Yeah, so I would love to know something that I can use outside of having to use those sponges. I know there's that stuff they call it rock something,
yeah.
but
For
I
them
don't
bigger
know.
bass, for the less, I think that's more arrow gardening. You know, when they have the little clay balls that go up inside
Mhm.
the baskets and stuff. I don't know if you can do it in the hydroponic one.
Okay.
I think that's more arrow gardening, but I don't know. Mike is good with knowing a lot of that.
Yeah, he's saying too
So,
much light is getting in. And like I said, now it makes sense, because I did have that light on that top unit left on a few times. So that's probably the major contributor, because it is sitting on the top shelf.
so also, your 16 hours, is that set for your vegetables or your fruit, or what? I mean, what
It's
is
a
it?
vegetables.
Okay, it's 16 hours for your vegetables.
All I did was, the one that I have is that one that's got the vacation mode, and I just
Okay.
tell it what it is, and those were the hours it set.
Mhm.
So my question is, when you first got it, when you cleaned it, what
Mm-hmm.
did you clean it with?
I don't know, probably just some soap and water.
Yeah. Okay. So I almost wonder if they had an issue
And
as
they might
well.
have, because I thought about that, because they were pretty grimy when I got them. So I probably just need to do a deeper clean.
Clean and use a little. They said peroxide or something. So
Yeah.
yeah. But there's a lot of stuff in the comments. I just
Mhm.
stopped clicking because I was so behind. I mean, they're coming in quick too, and it's like,
Uh-huh.
What color is my Arrow Garden? The light colors, white ones tend to have more algae. Actually, well, the white one that I have is not an Arrow Garden. It's called a Home Garden or something. I'm gonna have to go out here and look. That's the one that didn't. That one doesn't have any algae in it at all. The Arrow
Are you
Garden
growing the
is that
same?
it's like a silver color. Like it's the fancy one.
Are you growing the same things in all of them, or is different things?
Um, the one I had on top, I had different things. In the two on the bottom, I only had greens in it. The ones on top, I had broccoli and squashes in them.
okay, great.
Well, I'm
Learning.
glad you're learning essentially homesteading. We
That's them.
aim to bring some education and some entertainment to the chat.
We entertain, we educate, whatever. So any more questions, anything they want to add? I would say if you're on here and you have questions, I don't know, Mike is on, who channel you on, Mike?
Mine.
CC, y'all have to go to CC's page and go through her comments, because he has, I want to say, a Bible. And Wickershire is on here too, right? Is on following
Yes.
you too.
Yeah.
So they're
All
both
right. Well,
on
y'all
there.
need to make sure y'all following us too, but I will definitely jump on over to CC's and look at
Yeah.
those comments fully.
And I'm pretty sure they probably both have videos, or I'm assuming they both have videos
Mhm.
on hydroponic growing as well. Anything you want to add, Lisa?
I'm learning too because I want to start growing hydroponics.
Yeah,
And
that sounds
you're gonna
like
have to
fun.
help me when I get started.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. Um. Oh, he talked about extra oxygen molecule. All right, Mikey. Now, see, you going somewhere I don't go. I ain't gonna say I can't go there this time. Yeah, scientific. Y'all follow Mike. Um, somebody's growing cucumbers in their tower garden. You know
Okay.
what? That's one thing. I can say regret. One thing I think about me not even doing anything this year is what I want to call it. Give me the words for it, Lisa. Denying my father his homegrown cucumbers.
Mm.
But he
Oh,
did have tomatoes though. Those 800 tomato plants that grew up in that one flower bed. he was eating tomatoes.
I know that's right.
So he had tomatoes.
Worcestershire, I'm following you now. I must have left the seeds somewhere else. I want to, talking about cucumbers. Jacqueline has sent me some seeds for some, like, I don't know if they were like 40 days to maturity, these cucumbers. And I said, oh, I'm gonna try those because I still got enough days. I do have a counter. So let me drop this one right here. This little tip. I set up, because oftentimes we be trying to figure out how many days is left, in the growing season. And I was tired of always having to go to the computer and figure it out. So I downloaded an app called Countdown. Countdown, one word. It's an app on my iPhone. I don't know about Android. And in it, I set up 3 different countdowns. I have a countdown that is 6 weeks before my what I call early frost date, which is October 29th for me here in Maryland. And then I have a first frost early countdown and a first frost late. And those dates I think I got from Farmer's Almanac, I think. So right now, in the 6 weeks before early frost, I have 3 days left. For the first frost early date, it says I have 45 days, and for the first frost late, I'm 62 days. So I find that I'm using this a lot when I'm looking at seeds and um, growth, so I can gauge, okay, can I plant this and it may get to maturity before it gets too cold. So if you don't have a countdown timer or some way to track your first frost dates, consider using an app like that for your use.
That's good. That's good. Mike Caddis Gardening says you can email him with your hydroponic questions. Essentially, Homesteader said, do any of the guys join the live chat? This has been a female-based chat since we've started. I'm not going to say they're not invited. I'm going to say we've talked about opening it up for a specific guest, but we haven't come to any conclusions or boundaries or any of that such. Because I'm all about boundaries. Because if you don't tell people where to go, they'll be all over the place. And then they'll be on timeout. And we don't want that. I just reserve that for Cynthia and Shelly.
Right. What we have about? And I got administrative rights. And she know I can bring myself back in.
No, nobody's been on timeout today. We've had a good time.
Yeah, we have had a good time.
So yeah, Mike, is your email address in your channel information?
I think it is.
So you can,
I'm subscribed to him, so I'll definitely.
So yeah, y'all can email him.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of knowledge about everything.
Mm-hmm. And he has a lot of hydroponics and aquaponics and all kind of stuff.
Do not let anything spread. I have a deep love, hatred for cucumbers. Listen here, Ricky Shire and these cucumbers. Last year, was that last year, y'all? Yeah, last year I did 2 successions of cucumbers. What, didn't I? I did 2.
Yeah.
I ripped them mugs up. Soon as them, I had cucumber beetles. I didn't know what it was until I saw somebody and they had the same, like the lines going through it. What I said, I got cucumber beetles. And them cucumbers got smaller and smaller and jankier and jankier. And I pulled that thing up, and I had some seedlings in the bag that was sort of neglected. And I put them in and just let them grow. Because, yeah. So I would say if you're having a problem with cucumbers, don't be afraid to succession plant. I'm not. Yeah.
I pulled mine up that I was leaving them out there because the bees was all coming. But then when the loofah was there, I was like, I'm getting rid of these cucumbers. And my aunt sent me like 45 cucumbers in the tray. And I was like,
wow.
Anyway, so I decided to plant 4 of them out of the other ones. The other ones went to wherever, upper room. And so I planted them out, and now I'm already starting to get more cucumbers.
Cool.
Yeah.
How much time we got?
So we got a few more minutes. I put this comment back up.
Okay.
About park seed sponges and
park seed. Okay.
Gordic.
So that y'all can take a screenshot if you're wondering.
I'm writing it down.
So y'all, we got 2 topics though. We only gonna hit one unless y'all still want to go back to talking to hydroponics, which is fine. But it's mini greenhouse, aka the plastic covers, which we sort of kind of covered in the fall winter type deal. And then there's the fall seeds. And I thought about that when Lisa was telling us about her planting her seeds. I think somebody, I was multitasking, was saying what they are planting for fall. I don't know if Lisa said all of what she was planting for fall. I know what all she wasn't planting was that broccoli and that cabbage. That's what she said. I caught that, but I didn't catch what she actually started, when she said she started seeds. So did y'all want to talk about fall seeds or what you're planning on purchasing for fall seeds? I think Shelly might have mentioned what she wanted to buy. Did you mention what you wanted to buy?
Well, I already have a ton of seeds, but I said if I don't have,
you need some beets.
Seeds, I would like to get some beet seeds.
Okay. So anybody want to talk about fall seeds or anything, or are we good? for fall seeds? Because I can still talk.
I'm good.
I have plenty of fall seeds, and I have. Are we going to talk about what we planted out, or what?
What you're starting? What your seeds?
Well, what I have out there growing is cabbages, broccoli, kohlrabi, mustard greens,
Kohlrabi?
7-top turnip, greens. Did I say kohlrabi?
You did. Kohlrabi, yes.
Rutabagas, beets. What else out there? Cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kales, dinosaur lacinato kale, the blue curly kale. So yeah, I have those. I put out some more carrots in containers, and what else?
Which Brussels sprout did you put out? How many days to maturity?
I don't know. I don't know. I got them from my bestie because she grew like 85,000 plants, and she was like, she have all these start.
Tell Bessie to tip me some.
So I'm like, I'm gonna come over and get started because I was like, I'm gonna drop some seeds. She's like, don't drop seeds. I have all these plants. So I went over there and loaded up with plants and put them in my garden.
She had a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just asking because I want to grow Brussels sprouts, but it's been I'm not going to say the bane of my existence, but I got to hit that sweet spot of it's not too hot that they'll bolt, but I got enough weather left till they can finish growing. And I think mine are like 150 or 160 days or something stupid like that. So I was just curious.
They do take a long time to grow.
They're forever 900 days. They did all that stuff to make that Brussels sprout. I don't know why they ain't make it grow shorter.
For real.
Well, you done, CC?
Their leaves are good though. Their leaves are like collard greens. They're delicious.
Oh.
I'm done.
So for me, I think I already shared what I have out there. I have the collard greens. I do have some peas coming up, which I've never grown before. So I'm looking forward to that. I still have collards and kale from the summer, like all summer. And Cece, you just talked about the lacinato kale. I have 2 plants out there that are still thriving. I don't necessarily plan to plant anymore. And I have some chard that has finally like looking healthy enough that I can harvest some.
Yeah.
And let me see what else is out there other than the peppers. And I already shared with y'all what I'm planning to plant. So that's it for me for the fall.
Swiss chard is what I forgot to say. Yeah, Swiss chard.
Oh, okay.
As well.
While y'all was talking earlier about fall seeds, and I've been thinking about my planter on my porch and that lavender and mint. There's a little space in there, and I was like, maybe I should just grow not kale. What did you just say?
Swiss chard.
Swiss chard. That's what it is. A Swiss chard plant.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a couple of spinach plants. I could do them in that.
Yeah.
I think I probably could do that in there with that mullein.
And Swiss chard can pretty much grow all year round. If you protect it enough, it'll grow for like 3 or 4 years.
Let's talk about
wow.
Y'all know I still got my visitor under my porch, right?
Is it a bunny?
Somebody moved in.
That groundhog. The groundhog whoever was eating my watermelon plants last year, remember? And they ate up one of the mint plants last year, and my sister's decorative cabbage she had on the porch.
Right.
So once they sprout, I'm going to have to cover it because, Wickershire said they're going to look for a good Brussels sprout variant. Essentially, Homesteading said any fall favorites. I don't have a fall favorite because I don't think I've had a successful fall anything.
Yeah, I can't say that I have a favorite either.
I do.
Other than the fact my greens last through the winter. But one thing I wanted to say that I think I may try if I get that greenhouse up, because Rashida, you just mentioned mint, and you all know I have all these mints in a tower on the patio in the backyard. I'm gonna try putting the tower in the greenhouse and see if the mint will grow throughout the winter.
Mhm.
So we'll see.
That's a thought.
And don't it just usually come back anyway?
Yeah, it does. But I'm
Depends.
just curious to see if I can keep it
If
growing
it'd be
all
warm enough
winter.
that it doesn't die back.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
So
but
Um,
it does come back
Diablo,
every
I
year.
I
Smith for
have
your
fall favorite. It would be mustard greens.
mine too, girl.
My fall favorite is mustard greens. The
can I tell you
second
I'm
would
so
be
salty about
carrot.
that?
Huh?
I
Wow.
am salty. I know that's an old word. I was born in 1974. Okay. Salty probably went out in late 90s, but that's the word y'all getting today. I'm salty about me not growing, be able to grow no mustards and turnips. That thing is just mind boggling. When I tell you my daddy ain't never had no problem growing them, but I can't grow a green to save my life.
Oh.
Girl,
Have you tried collards?
keep dry.
Well, my
Crop.
collards
Oh,
grew and we got some good collards last year. Before the whole debacle with my body just decided it wanted more attention than it normally was getting. Um, yeah.
Okay.
So I did get some collards, but not enough. See, shouldn't be this hard. But anyway, I'm jealous. It's okay. I'll get over it.
I should try to plant. How long it take mustard? Mustards don't take that long to grow, right?
No, they don't.
I should try to plant some mustard.
Hmm.
They take a few days and they already popping up.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna have to look in my stash and see what I have.
but they can't stay in real cold though.
Nope.
So
Okay.
cold tolerant Brussels sprouts, Diablo. Now this is the plant. You can buy the plant already started. I don't want the plant though.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess if
listen.
I wanted to plant it out now, it would be good. Actually, the plant would be good for me if I wanted to plant it out now because it's already started.
Yeah.
But
Oh, y'all, my purple kale. I think I showed y'all how tall them purple kale have gotten. They're literally up out of the hoop house
Mm-hmm,
in the raised bed, and I now have little. I'm gonna call them baby plants down at the base.
Okay.
And I really want to try breaking them off and putting them in the ground and see if they will grow. Any tips? Anybody done that yet? No. What's his name? I got his shirt on. Jabez. He did a little short on that about how when the plants start to send up new shoots at the base of it, you can just break them off and put them in the soil. And I have quite a few for the purple kale. And I said, I'm gonna try that.
just in case y'all didn't catch this, I'm sorry. The Brussels sprouts, Diablo's his first choice. Churchill would be his second choice. In case somebody was writing that down. So I'm gonna check those out. All right.
I don't know if I'm gonna try Brussels sprouts again. It just seemed like a lot of work, and I ended up not being successful.
I have 2 containers of Swiss chard and walking onions.
Oh, okay.
I had walking onions. Actually, I got some onion seed. So this is the question for next year, y'all. All that stuff that says gonna collect them seeds that have not been collected. What will next spring look like?
Okay, that's gonna be next. That's our next. Put that down for the next.
Well, my question is because I keep saying I'm gonna go out there and chop that stuff down and just lay it in the bed. See what happens. That's what I said, but we'll see. But go ahead, Shelly. What was you saying?
So I just saw Serena's comment about kohlrabi. Y'all know my kohlrabi experience this spring was very interesting one. So I had some kohlrabi that I harvested. I actually liked it. And I'm like, I do plan to plant some more kohlrabi. I think I forgot to mention that. Um, but I have kohlrabi out there that I never harvested. So one of them is like, it's like this big. I'm not going to eat it. I've just left it out there just because, you know, the snails have gotten to them and all of that. But then I have some, they never fully developed because they were overshadowed by squash plants. And so I never pulled them up and they just became stagnant. It was like they were a thick stalk, right? And now they have started to grow a new kohlrabi on top of that thickened stalk. It is so amazing. I'm like, I'm gonna try to show y'all a picture. I am going to cut it off and harvest it.
I'm glad you said that, Shelley.
Huh?
For the one, I said I'm glad you said that. Before, just to remind people, you can also grow more cabbages. When you harvest your cabbage, don't take it up from the base. Just cut it at the base of it, and it will regrow. I had 5 cabbage heads came up from that one cabbage.
They're called cabbage sprouts because
Yeah.
my mother used to look all over town for those. They're not easy to
Better
grow.
than having Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
They are better. They are delicious.
Yeah,
Cabbage
And they will
sprout.
grow bigger. I mean,
yes,
they will grow to almost like cabbage
almost the size.
head
Yeah,
size. But
they
my
are
mother
good.
always said that they were cabbage sprouts. When you
Okay.
leave your plant there, little
Yeah.
sprouts will grow.
Yep, it does.
And I had some growing this year, and I let them burn up.
Oh,
All right. So I want to show y'all a picture.
Okay.
Do y'all see that?
Not necessarily.
Make
Right
big.
here.
Can you make her big?
I need to make it bigger.
No, I was asking Ro to. Make
Oh,
it.
okay. So down here, the base is where the kohlrabi was growing, and then
Mhm.
it was overshadowed, so it didn't finish growing. And
Mhm.
it just continued to grow. See the stem, see the stem, see the stem, and look at
Wow!
that beautiful kohlrabi that has grown
Look at that.
at the top of it.
Above the
cool.
ground like
A bold thing.
Okay, is that not amazing?
That's awesome.
So I
Thank
have
you.
and here's another shot of it. Let me see.
Yeah,
Oh crap.
that's good.
Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm super excited. I'll probably cut them off while they're still on the small side, just so that I can make sure I get to eat them.
Yeah.
Because I really did enjoy them. I have purple kohlrabi seeds that I plan to plant. So that's it.
Kale for Zuppa Toscana, spinach and kale. That's a far favorite. All right, Jackie, that's a good one. Yeah, the walking onions are cool. Yeah, and that's cool that I think I saw somebody cut their cabbage like that to grow the smaller cabbages.
I watched that from a YouTube video of like an old farmer, and he said, "Don't take the base out. Just cut it at the, cut that cabbage right there at the bottom. Leave a little few leaves or whatever, and it's gonna grow some more cabbages." And it worked.
And that works. And that's why it's good to follow people that have experience. There's nothing like experience. Education, I love education, but wisdom. This is my late pastor's definition. It is a formula, if you will. Wisdom is experience, knowledge plus experience over time. Knowledge plus experience over time. If you in mathematical equations, you can picture that in your mind. Wisdom is knowledge plus experience over time. A lot of people think because they know something that they're wise, and you're not. Because until you know how that thing works, until you put your hands to that thing and experience the different times, you will not have as much success as someone who has experience. So knowledge plus experience over time is your wisdom, and that's where it comes from. So I like learning from older people. I sometimes wish I had gardening conversations with my grandparents. Okay. My grandparents born in like 1920, 1919, 1923. So, but me growing up, all I knew was they was old. I didn't know anything about that. That's all I knew. I knew they was old. I know that they had dryers, but they still had clotheslines outside. I knew that they ain't believe in throwing a lot of stuff away, because if you got something, you keep it nice. You ain't got to buy nothing new. But that's because they made it through the Depression. They knew how to make things last. But anyway, I like when somebody Bro Farmer. Let me tell you something about Bro Farmer.
Right.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you. Ain't no fool like an old fool. And I learned that in this dating game, because I was like, well, maybe I should stop fooling with the guys my age and date somebody older. Ain't no fool like an old fool. And it's sad, because you don't have to be a fool, but because you won't take wise counsel. Right? The Bible says wise counsel. People that cannot learn from other people, or will not. It's not that they can't. They will not learn from other people because they feel like they know it all. Those are dangerous people. And they will never grow because they never want to listen and take heed from others that has wisdom or knowledge in another area. I mean, I may be a great mathematician, if you would, but it doesn't make me a great scientist.
Right.
So we all can learn from one another. And that's what makes us better people every day. So yeah, it's a lot of old fools, bro. Let's not even go there. And it's not even that they think differently than us, right? We don't call people fools because they think differently, but it's just because they don't want to listen to other people's perspectives. And I've been trying to be the person that I might have something funny to say, but I also try to see stuff from other people's perspective, even if I don't agree with it. I can see how somebody could think that. Don't make sense, but I can see how they could think that, So that's how it is. All right. Anything else, y'all? It is 10:08. I have a 6 a.m. New reset thing I'm starting.
Okay.
The day you stop learning, you are cooked. Listen, my cousin that's a teacher says you should learn something new every day.
That's right.
And she said, even on the day you die, you learn something because you ain't never died before.
Lord have mercy. Y'all stop giving her stuff to comment on.
Right.
You ain't never died before.
Let's wrap it up, Peter.
Huh?
Let's wrap it up, girl.
Yeah. But I got a 6 o'clock call. So listen. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for sharing, liking, going through and liking our channels and subscribing on and participating in the chat. It really makes the conversation go so much more enjoyable. Even though we can talk, we like talking to y'all too. So thank you. We appreciate you. We do not take it lightly. We thank you for everything that has been shared, every word of knowledge and wisdom that you have put into this broadcast. We do not take it lightly. And we pray that it is multiplied back to you, because what you sow, you reap. Okay, we're gardeners. What you sow, you will reap. You sow the wind, you reap the whirlwind. But we're going to leave this broadcast with this. I want you to know that you are blessed. You are highly favored. You are the apple of your Father's eye. He is absolutely and positively concerned about you. He thinks that you are the best thing since sliced bread. You can cast your cares upon him and know that he cares for you and that he loves you with an everlasting love. And there's nothing and nothing you can do about it. You all have a wonderful and a blessed night. And we'll see y'all here in 2 weeks. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.